So we've got loads coming up. Let's talk about Son. We're going to start with that 03717223344. I mean, the obvious question is, he's not been in the PFA Players Team of the Year. The obvious question is, how and why is he so underrated? I don't think he's underrated, is he?
The worst part about that as well is that it's his peers. Because I always think it means more. It's like when I was a kid and you're playing in your Sunday League side and you win player's player, that always feels more. Because manager's player, you get it. The manager could have favourites, picks his favourite player. But when it's your teammates and people that you play against, you play with, and they vote for you to be the best player, I always felt that's the big one. That means the most. But the fact that none of them have voted to put Son in there after the season he's had, the only thing I can think of, and someone in the creche, I can't remember who it was, made a really good point, was that apparently this was done in April. And I think Son scored 6 goals in May.
That's right.
So maybe that's why, but I think he's had a superb season. I think he should feel hard done by. He's won the Golden Boot. He's not single-handedly, but he was one of the main reasons why Spurs finished 4th. Been absolutely superb, and the fact he's not in there, I think it's poor. I think it's really poor.
In case you're wondering who took his place, Salah, Mane and Ronaldo were the front 3 that were picked.
Well, I think he had better seasons than 2 out of that 3.
So he's got
all 3.
He scored 20. Is there? He scored 23 goals. Ronaldo got 18. Would you put Ronaldo in that team?
I would have had Son ahead of Ronaldo.
Okay, would you have chosen the other 2, Mane and Salah?
I would have had Son ahead of Mane.
Hold on, you would have had Son ahead of Mane. Yeah.
So that leaves Salah, and then they both shared the Golden Boot. And you'd have to say, and Liverpool fans would have to agree, the last part of the season, Salah didn't have a good end to the season. I thought he was quite poor. But his first half of the season was electric. But the fact that Son was quite consistent, because I remember Son, and Spurs fans will correct me if I'm wrong, I remember him scoring against Manchester City when they beat them under Nuno at the very start of the season.
First game.
So I think consistently he's been doing it for a period of time.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's been completely overlooked by his peers,
other players that weren't in there was no Declan Rice, no Rodri as well.
Rodri is the one I don't understand. Rodri was brilliant at holding midfield. They were looking for someone to replace Fernandinho. He stepped in. Declan Rice, of course, everyone talks about him. But the fact that neither of them two was in, that shocked me.
Kevin De Bruyne was in there. Thiago.
Yeah. Thiago's another one.
Bernardo Silva.
Don't get it.
No, I don't get that. Bernardo Silva should have been in there without doubt.
Yeah.
Cancelo, Virgil van Dijk, Rudiger and Trent.
Yeah.
And Alisson was a goalkeeper.
You could go either way with Trent or Walker. They've both been good. Goalkeeper, yeah, again, it's a flip of the coin, Ederson or Alisson. But Thiago, I mean, in the Champions League, Thiago's been incredible. But he's only played, I think, 23 games this season.
Yeah, not 17, I think.
17, I've done him.
Yeah. Just quickly, let me ask you, I've done a show, I can't remember if it was with you or not last week, when we questioned whether or not everyone thought the same as us about Harry Kane, right? We think he's fantastic. Yeah. Some people phone up and said, I don't agree.
A lot of people don't have him.
Does anyone think that Son isn't as great as we all think? Are there people that don't get it? Or is he one of those...
Clearly people that play against him. Because they're the ones who voted.
Well, yeah, but it might be just, jobs for the boys. Stick together and vote for your teammates. Is he world class, Son? Okay, let me ask you some questions about other players, and then I'll chuck him in at the end. Is Salah world class?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Is Harry Kane world class?
Yeah, it's so hard.
What?
It's hard because...
Is Harry Kane world class?
Yes, it's tough because...
Is Virgil van Dijk world class?
Yes.
Is Kevin De Bruyne world class?
Yeah.
Is Son world class?
No, I think he maybe just a bit below.
Okay.
I think he's showing world class form. But I don't think world class is such as up for debate.